Well, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel, where today I'm going to try and see what the new potatoes in the bags are like this time round. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago I did a reveal. Wasn't too clever, but it did well. It gave us a feed, so I'm going to give another bag a go. The plants actually start to go yellow now, so I think it's time. So we're going to do that. Some of the new compost that I got, I'm going to put on my mother-in-law's bed, memorial bed, because the soil that I put in there mainly came from the raised beds and the two planters, so there's not much texture to that. It needs livening up, so I'm going to put some stuff in there. But before we do any of that, forgive the wind, as you can see I'm right next to the grandkids' sunflower planter. And if you remember rightly, for those that have only just joined us now, I've put a large sunflower plant in here for each of my grandchildren. So I put 12 in. But if you remember, we only had 11 grandchildren because one of them we were waiting on their arrival. Anyway, half an hour ago, I got a FaceTime call from my daughter Demi to say that the little one has made an appearance. So welcome to the world, Gus Christopher Padmore, and congratulations Demi, Joe, I'm really proud of you, and Sonny, Ella and Rudy, you've got a new little brother to play with. So that's a great way to start today's video, so congratulations to them. As you can see, I'm here now in the mother-in-law's bed, and this soil isn't very good. So I knew I needed to put some sort of topsoil in, or something a little bit more, with a bit more body to it, rather than just the compost that were out of the planters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the compost that I had from my friend into this and give it a little bit more life. It's going to be quite awkward, to be fair. I'm just going to have to, in fact I'm getting my gloves for this. Looks like I'm just going to have to decant this out of the bags using my hands, because I can't tip it on the bed because of the plants, so could be here a while. Let's see if we can do it like this. There's so much in and around. There we go, that's a bit easier. This stuff is absolutely stunning, and I want to see how well this holds on to the moisture. But it is really good stuff. One of the subscribers were talking about, why don't all councils do this? Now, I think personally government should make councils do this, and then the councils can in turn then sell it back to its ratepayers, and everybody wins. The environment wins because we're getting rid of his waste in an ethical and environmental manner. The council wins because he's going to get a few quid back for the process, and obviously we win because we get a really good quality compost. This has been done gone through all the proper procedures, so there's nothing wrong with it. it's heated up so much that it's killed all the disease, so it's not going to leave any pests or disease in the soil. So for me, all councils should be doing it. This over here. So there we go, that took a little bit of time, just purely and simply because we've got all the plants in there. I will probably repeat this process and in the autumn when all the plants have sort of died back down. We have those lilies there, Ali, that you kindly bought for me, and we've also got them here, so they're looking really good. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's starting to look better. As I say, there wasn't much body in that soil, and it's probably going to take, I don't know, probably the autumn of topping it up again like this, and then probably springtime, just before everything starts to come into flower, topping it up again, and then I think we should be all right. I think that's why this Christmas rose here has struggled, because the soil's been sort of tinder dry. I have watered it, but I just don't think there's been enough body in there for the roots. So hopefully when we do this another couple of times, that bed will start and look really good. Right, let's get that bag of potatoes. What I think I'll do is I'll go get the wheelbarrow and bring the bag up here, because it is a little bit blowy, and hopefully there's a little bit of shelter here for the camera. But look at this flower garden now. It's really started to fill out. The dahlias are starting to bud up. The crocosmia, I've remembered it. Thank you, Martin, over at the Hanley Plotter, has started to flower. And the dahlias, and look at the sedum right in the back there. I got that literally, it was no bigger than my finger, and it's grown into that. The cosmos is doing well. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how the garden is looking. Right, so now we've got that down here. Get a little bucket. As you can see, this has started to go brown, so I need some potatoes for the salad tonight. As some of you might know, over in the UK we're going to get another heat wave that starts now and goes right on through to next week. So these temperatures looks like they're set to be with us for a while. So when you get weather like that, my appetite goes. I don't know about you. I don't want no heavy to eat, so salads are just ideal. Most of Europe's affected by the heat. There's a lot of wildfires in Europe, and I heard a news article that they reckon that over the next 10 years that the south and east coast of the UK are going to become one of the tourist destination hotspots, because now the likes of Greece and Spain and places like that, you literally can't go out in the day. They're hitting like 40 odd degrees. Well, that's not comfortable. You know, you're going on holiday, fair enough, you want a little bit of sun, but not to that degree. A friend of mine said that they were going out on an evening. They were staying on the complex indoors with the air conditioning on. Well, you don't want to be paying thousands of pounds to do that, do you? So, if you're living on the east coast, southeast coast of this country, your properties might be set to go up soon. Right, let's have a gander. I'll bring you in a little bit closer. Right. One on top there. Let's turn this bag out. Ooh. Now I have been watering these, so there we go. Can I put that there? You can see I'll put that there. Right, let's have a look. Seed potatoes. Right, this looks a little bit better from the first shout. Let's get that there. Let's have a look. Yes, one of the subscribers, I think it's Gary from over Lincolnshire way, said to me that the last lot that I harvested, I've done too early. I'd counted my weeks wrong, and he'd said, "I'm sure, Mal, you're a few weeks early," and I think he were right. So he also said, which I agree with him, I think he has a point, I put 4 potatoes in this bag, and he reckons that maybe that's too many, but these are certainly looking better. That's too many for the size of the bag, so each potato will have been fighting for the nutrients. Oops, I'm getting more dirt in there than I am potatoes. Right, let's grab some over here. Let's get that out of here. Here we go. Now this is definitely, I can tell already that this, I don't bother taking little potatoes like this, and I don't put this in the compost. That's why I'm putting it in this bag, because I'm going to burn it, because that's how you end up with compost. That's how you end up with potatoes all over the show. These are very, very good. I'm taking my time. I'm enjoying it. I don't want to rush this. It's like Christmas Day. Right, here we go again. Let's turn this one over. Let's turn it over. Come on, let's have a look. Oh yes, yeah. Oh, there's the seed potato. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, look at this. Come on. Come on, this is more like it. This is more like it. Very much more like it. Let's have a see if there's anything else left in here. Move that out of the way. There's another. I tried to get all the potatoes out because I try and put all this back in to the compost bay just to help it along its way. So really going through it, even little things like that, take them out and then you're not getting. Right, I think we are pretty much there, aren't we? Oh, never say never. Never say never. Little one there that I'm not bothering about. Oh, look, never say never. Oh, hey up. Hey up. Right. That, I believe, is probably about it. Well, ladies and gents, I don't think that's bad. There's a bucket. It's 3/4 full and they're of a decent size. So that is way better than last time. So I'm one pleased gardener. Right, let's get down to the compost bays with these. So here we are, the compost bay. As you can see there's a layer of brown on top of some of the green. And if you remember, in my bucket here, we had this. Now I can feel the heat in there already. So that's gonna go on top. Let me just go get my spade. There we go, I'm back. Right, let's just get this knocked about a bit. Now, normally I would chop this into bits, but I'm being lazy. Got a little bit of all the stuff from the shallots and the beetroot that I harvested the other day. That can all get on there. And then what I'll do again is add all the compost out of that bag. And just get it in the way up. Nice opposite there it is. There we go. Get that on. And what I'm going to do next, shallot that got away as well, is add a little bit of water, because it wants some just to keep it a little damp, but you don't want it going septic. I think the next layer, before I go back to a green again, is I'm going to get myself a wheelbarrow full of the manure that's over there. It's too fresh to use, but it'll work well in here. Let's try to get it firm down. Right, so that now put it back over. If you look at how full this is and then think about where we are in the season, there's still quite a lot of green waste on the plot to go in here. Like I say, once it's full to overflowing, then we'll tip it into the next one. Right, let's crack on. Oh, well, I'm really glad that I built this. It's days like this down here, if you've not got something like this, it's almost unworkable. You know, it's far too warm, too open. So yeah, really relieved. And it's going to work the other way in the winter when I can come in here, get the fire on and keep warm. So if your allotment sites let you do something like this, then I would definitely recommend it. And not just that, it also gives you another large surface to collect the rainwater from. So I know some sites don't let you build sheds, some sites don't even let you have greenhouses. I mean, I don't know what that's all about, you know, I really don't. So and some sites don't have taps. So can you imagine that? No shed, no tap, no greenhouse. You might as well do it at home. Right, anyway, but there you go, that's allotment politics for you. Right, I'm going to call it a day, guys. It is very warm. I'd like to just thank everybody for joining me today, and everybody for watching the videos and the likes, etc. If you could like this video, if you did, then that would be much appreciated. It really does help the channel. And as usual, if you're watching and you aren't subscribed, I'll keep asking. Hit that subscribe button. It really would be appreciated. Right, guys, I'm going to be back with you at the weekend for some more allotment capers. But until then, stay safe, stay cool, and happy growing.